Hey friend, welcome back to another episode of Ash to Dusk. This is our midweek moment, and yeah, it's an audio version only this week. I know that we've been playing around with some FaceTime options, and I promise you that those are going to come back. I know that you like them, but I got to tell you where I'm recording from right now because it's a first for me. I am sitting on the floor of my closet. Yep. I've never recorded an episode in the closet before, but it really is the quietest spot right now in my entire house. It just seems like there's noise everywhere between Louie, my dog, and then the boys, and just life happening around me. So I thought, you know what? I have this closet that I can just go in and close the door. And so why not record an episode here? And that's the whole point of this podcast, my friend. The whole point is that we still show up for ourselves even when it gets hard, even when we don't want to. And so that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to be honest with you. I almost didn't record this episode. A part of me just thought, you know what? I'll skip it this week. I'm going to take one thing off of my to-do list. No one's going to really notice. Um, and maybe everything would be fine. But here's the thing, I made a promise to myself that I would be consistent and that I would show up every Wednesday and Sunday for you. And that I was going to build something that reflects what I believe in, which is identity and purpose and grounding ourselves and clarity and just all of the small moments of growth. And consistency, it doesn't happen only when things are easy. I have learned this over and over again. But it does happen in the messy middle of life, on the days that we're tired, and it happens when life is just so loud and busy. It happens when we sit on the closet floor like I am with the microphone and hitting record anyways. And you know what? I think you get that too, because I know you're someone who cares a lot and you show up at work even when you didn't sleep well. You show up for your family even when your own cup is empty. I know that you push through deadlines and phone calls and meetings and responsibilities, and sometimes you don't even pause long enough to notice how much you're holding. And I want you to hear this. Showing up imperfectly still counts. Doing the small thing that you said you would do, that still counts. Being consistent in the smallest way builds trust with yourself, and that trust matters. So today's episode, it's not fancy. It's not filmed. It's not scripted in a perfectly lit studio. It's real. It's grounded. It's me keeping a promise I made to myself and to you. And I hope it gives you permission to show up in your own life the same way. Maybe you've been putting off something that matters to you because the timing doesn't feel perfect. Maybe you've been waiting for the energy or the motivation or the ideal circumstances. Maybe you've been thinking you'll start when things calm down. Maybe you think that you're not ready or that you're not good enough. But I just know that life rarely calms down. That's just the truth. It seems like you get 10 steps ahead and then we go back so many steps. So why not right now? Today, I want to invite you into a very simple reset. And if you haven't already downloaded my 5-minute reset, you can go to ashleymarina.com and claim it today for free. And you can go through the 5-minute reset. But I want to invite you to this simple reset, and it's something that you can do anywhere, in your car, at your desk, in your kitchen, even in your own closet, if that's what you've got. But I want you to remember to take a slow breath in through your nose and hold it for a moment. So let's do that now. Hold it and then let it out gently. And let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw, soften your stomach, and let your body come down one level from where it's been. Now, I want you to also ask yourself one question. What is one way I can show up for myself today? And remember, I don't want you to be perfect. I don't want it to be overly dramatic. I don't want there to be this whole plan, but it's just one thing that keeps you connected to who you want to become. We've been talking about this so much on the podcast lately. A lot of it's because New Year's is right around the corner and you're wanting to set goals. You're reevaluating your life and where you want to be and what you hope to accomplish this next year. Hey, you might even be running out of this year. Like, hey, I'm ready for a whole new year. Um, but I just want you to remember something. Everything that I have been able to build and achieve, which is coming out of bankruptcy, coming out of a divorce, building a multi six-figure business that employs a few women, all of my success being a national keynote speaker, all these things didn't just happen because everything was perfect. That's not the case. It happened because even on the hard days, even the days I didn't feel good, even the days that I was letting the world tell me I wasn't good enough, even in those hardest moments, I still chose to show up. I want you to think of one thing that will keep you connected to who you want to become. And I want you to visualize that person. Who are you in 1 year from now, in 5 years, in 10 years from now? What does this person do every single day? So start with something simple, like maybe it's just making your bed when you wake up in the morning. It's something that I used to never do. But when I started that habit, it changed the way my entire day went. Maybe it's just drinking more water so that you feel better, or closing your eyes for a few minutes during the day to just kind of reconnect with who you are. Maybe it's having a tough conversation with somebody that you know has needed to be had, but you've been too afraid to have it. Giving yourself a little bit of grace, like I'm doing tonight for myself. Like, I kept thinking, I have to record this episode. I need to do it. And I haven't had the time. And I could just put it off and everyone's going to understand. But no, I'm not going to break promises to myself anymore. And I want you to commit to doing the same thing for you. And if you want a simple tool to help you build this rhythm in your week, again, go grab that free 5-minute reset at ashleymarina.com. It's small, it's simple, and it's going to help you feel grounded when everything around you feels loud. Now, before we wrap up, here's a reminder to use the I am statements for the rest of this week and pick something that resonates with you. For me, it's I am consistent. I am becoming more grounded every day. I am showing up even when the moment isn't perfect. And I want you to remember, by saying those statements every single day out loud, and you can fill in the blank. It could be I am, and then fill it in for you. I am confident. I am worthy. Those are going to be the moments that allow yourself to work through tough mental situations and get rid of the negative Nancy that's in your head. It's time to let that person go. She doesn't serve you anymore, okay? So we have to kind of retrain our brain. All right, my friend, I want to thank you so much for being here with me in this closet, um, for this very real, very imperfect midweek moment. I will see you on Sunday for a brand new episode. But until then, keep your light burning from ash to dust.